Oh, Birkenhead. I am back in Birkenhead. Looking at the back of the Central again. Now, as I've just stepped in, about 30 rats went out. So if I scream and run, you know why. Oh, guys, you can hear them all. There we go, there's one there. Oh wow, there's hundreds of them. And they're not the only ones. It's more syringes and stuff I'm bothered about now. We're just at the back of the Central Hotel. And once again, you see me film down there. There's people in there, definitely. We won't be going in because we just won't. Don't really want to go in shoving cameras in people's faces, you know, when they're trying to live somewhere. Might be not appropriate, but place to live and wherever they felt on hard times, but don't really need me shoving a camera in their face, do they? Just look at this, like, needs sorting. Give it another hour, it'll be full of everyone having a drink. There's every cove and that we're getting into. There's a back bit here of the pub. This is George and Dragon. Looks like there was no, that's just the back of the pub. But if you look here, all falling through. The pub's had a fire in it a few times, so God knows what it looks like inside. If you see my last video, all this, remember, was up. The shutters have been yanked up, all the windows are smashed there, and all this was not boarded up. And if you remember, if you've seen the last video, just behind that was just a hole. There was no floorboards or nothing, and that stayed like that for months, I reckon. Here's the front of the hotel. Now, if you're going to be a local watching this video and you're going to tell me it used to be a good pub and so on, hotel, you're not far off. It was alright, but it is falling apart. So, living inside it isn't the best idea. It's dangerous, but what other option have they got? Just going to walk back through the church. I'm not walking back through the church, it's blocked off. I used to do security in Birkenhead years ago, like literally about 20 odd years ago, and it was eventful. So where we are now is Borough Road, and there's an estate here, and it's surrounded by estates on all sides. It's Birkenhead town centre, so the smackers will come in the morning and then run off. I'm going to do a walk down Borough Road and the surrounding areas next week. So Borough Road, there's the entrance to the Mersey Tunnel there. So that flyover takes you into the tunnel. But that's Borough Road, and there's been a handful of murders on Borough Road, and gang violence, shootings, things like that. It's a long road with some history in it. So I'm going to take a look at that next week. I think there was a man recently that was released, and he was locked away in the 70s for a murder on a woman, and it's turned out he was innocent. Been away for 40 years, I think, something like that. Don't quote me on the length. But yeah, it's got a little bit of history. I remember something else, there's been a few other things, but the YMCA is just off a bit further down, so you got all the part of this fraction of people, the drug dependents, we'll call them, obviously knocking around. Anyone from outside of Birkenhead that mentions Birkenhead, they're calling it a shithole. Are they right to say so? I'll let you decide. It pisses me off being down here from what it used to be. No, I'm no expert or politician. So what I'm going to do is just speak about what was here for now. This was House of Fraser, or BT's as I knew it as a kid. Big department store, really nice, beautiful, absolutely stunning. Nan and Gran, they go in there for coffee, go with them. Boss times. No, it's all suffered, like everything else in the high street. Everything's suffered, hasn't it? So it's been sold on. And the council, right, this is what I think that I know. So if you're going to go, oh, this or that and argue about it, that's fine, because I'm just putting what I've heard. Although you shouldn't believe everything you hear. Is obviously the council bought this, they've knocked it down, part of the regeneration of Birkenhead. And they've bought other buildings, they've bought the whole shopping centre, basically, our council. And they've built themselves a brand new office around the back, which we're going to have a look at in a minute. Where's our money? What are you spending that on? Like, just, you want to knock the whole city centre down, town centre, sorry, and what? Just build it into shitty paths and put some benches down and make it look nicer around your office. The decline of the country is in the hands of the council. You know how stupid they are, how backwards things are with the politicians. And there's the entrance here to the back of the central. I am tempted to go in. Looking at the state of the place though, I don't think it's going to be a good idea. I'm not really particularly arsed with the smackheads, drug dependents, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, it doesn't look safe, does it? I don't really want to fall through and break my back and be stuck there, getting mugged while I'm on the floor or come back. It says Muggers Alley on the board, so I'm interested to see. What is that? Right, sorry. I was just miles away then thinking I just obviously just pulled this bag out the bushes. Let's see what's in it. It's obviously a little stash, isn't it? So we've got a bottle of vodka, another bottle of vodka, and a bottle of gin. As you can see on the vodka, seals are broken. So I just had a quick cheeky smell of that vodka, and that's not vodka, and that ain't gin. So Alkia Homes definitely put these here just to wind the oh yeah, it's just like a stale water kind of smell. I don't think so. I don't think they are, but either way, I wouldn't be drinking them. Yeah. So we're gonna leave them there for something to be made up with. Because normally what you get is obviously if they dump them. Look at the rat tracks just in the wild. That's how bad it must be. Someone's been made up with them. I want to just sit here and film them. Yeah, so they normally stash stuff somewhere and then they get nicked for something else, and they just sit there for ages, and then sometimes they forget. So we used to get with security. Don't know why I'm coming back here again, but let's see if there's anything else stashed. That's someone winding them up that easily. That's an Alkia home who's wanting to get rid of his stash so the wife doesn't find out. And he's just playing with these lot. Yeah, so we're gonna leave that. Can't be arsed getting dirt and crap all over me, but what's that little evidence bag? Straight out of jail and straight back to the central, lad. So I'm going to cut this as part one, and I'm going to start off somewhere a bit further back into Birkenhead, and we'll go from there.